Browns getting ready for their first-round playoff game against the Texans in Houston Saturday at 4:30. Back at work in Berea, Browns on the practice field, and some news before they hit the practice field. Browns have designated safety Grant Delpit for return from injured reserve. That's obviously really good news. They also signed Kalon Barnes to the practice squad. Now, Browns who return to practice today: Myles Garrett, Grant Delpit, Juan Thornhill, Kareem Hunt, Pierre Strong, Newsome, and Njoku Bitonio. So a bunch of guys back on the practice field getting ready to go. Browns not practicing today: Dustin Hopkins unlikely to go, Cedric Tillman still in the concussion protocol, and Amari Cooper did not practice. Now, Cooper didn't practice, but it sounded like he should be good to go against the Texans team he set the Browns receiving record against 3 weeks ago when they last played.
I'm just getting better every day. I'm running around now. So, it's just a typical injury that you have to work through.
Could you have played last week if you had to?
Yeah.
Well, you've been through the playoff thing before. How do you think the game changes? How does maybe your preparation change, the actual game planning change for you?
You just want to figure out a way to try to do a little bit more. It's more intent behind what you're willing to sacrifice for your teammates to get to where you want to go. As far as what changes, from my experience, it seems like everything is just a little bit more heightened. Obviously the stakes are, but when you're out there on the field, it seems like teams, the game plan is just on point. Because I look at it like, well, it feels like, you don't have any room for error.
With that, let's welcome in Fred Greetham, senior analyst for the Orange and Brown Report. Fred, obviously Cooper, a huge part of what the offense is with Joe Flacco.
Yeah, I mean, he toasted the Texans last time, literally, and he played that whole game. He told us last week that he injured that heel on the second catch, so he literally played the whole game with the injury. Now, I was surprised he didn't practice today. I did see him sitting there with the trainer, and he was just resting. He does get a lot of times Wednesday off anyway, but yeah, he said he's good to go. He said he could have played last week against the Bengals, so I don't expect them to be without him. In fact, they got 5 other guys, were out there today, as you were talking about. So I think they're going to be about as healthy as they've been in a long time.
All right.
Obviously, without Dustin Hopkins.
Yeah, Dustin Hopkins unlikely to go, and that's a big loss.